To use MySQL in Python, you first need to create a new Python file. You should save it so your changes are preserved. I'm naming mine sql.py. Once you're done, click Save. We need to import the SQLite 3 library. Type import SQLite 3. That'll make it available. We then need to make a database connection. db is the variable we'll use to represent this. db should equal sqlite3.connect with the file name of the database file you want to use. In this case, I'm using mydb file. We then need to make a cursor variable. That's how we'll interact with the database. The cursor variable should equal db.cursor. Finally, we need to create a database table. The cursor variable is what we're going to use to do this. Cursor.execute is the command. We'll create a table named Team Friday with 3 fields. ID, which is an integer with the primary key, auto increment, unique, and not null properties. Name, a text field which is not null, and an integer for age. With the db.commit command, we'll commit these changes to the database. Next, we're going to insert data into the database table we just created, again using the cursor.execute command. The insert command is what we're going to use to do this. It will insert data into the table Team Friday with the name and age fields. We'll insert the values Gurden for the name and 20 for the age. ID increments itself automatically, so we don't need to manually do this. Again, we'll commit these changes using the db.commit command. Next, we'll use the select command to pull data out of the database. Select star from Team Friday will pull all of the data that's currently in the database. And we'll use the db.commit command, again, to do this. This select statement stores the data in a 2-dimensional array of entries in the cursor variable, which we'll iterate through to print. We'll use a for loop to iterate through the entries in the cursor variable, store them in a formatted string, and then print them. For each entry in the cursor variable, we'll create a string called s, which will have the ID, the name, and the age of each entry in the table. We'll then print s. It's necessary to close the database using the db.close command when you're finished using it. Finally, to run our program, under the Run menu, select Run Module. This is the final output of the program. The ID, name, and age of each entry are displayed. Naturally, if we had inserted more data, more entries would be displayed. And that is the basics of interacting with Python and MySQL databases.